Friends, war between Russia and Ukraine has reached 1562 days, and in the meantime, Middle East is not peaceful, and there is no guarantee that it will not explode again. In fact, more likely that it will explode. But let us see first what is happening between Russia and Ukraine. Russian missiles and UAVs hit oil depot in Kiev region, while energy infrastructure in Rivne, Sumy, locomotive depot in Chernihiv, and seaport in Odisha region, in addition to other targets. While Ukrainians too carried out mass scaled UAVs attack, which is general trend these days in LPR, Crimea, and elsewhere. Let us see what is happening on the ground. In Zaporizhia, Russians have taken over Gulyai Pol, and they have also advanced in nearby regions towards Novoselova. In Konstantinovka, Russians have been advancing in southern and southeastern Konstantinivka, that is from Stepanivka and Ilinivka sector, and also from the east, that is Novodmaitrovka. Further up in Slavyansk direction, Ukrainians carried out counterattack in eastern part of Kriva Luka, but no success. In northeast in Lyman, Russians are building up their offensive operations deeper inside the city, while there are not much of changes as far as Kupiansk is concerned. North of Kharkov region, Russians have advanced in Kharkiv Lopan and approximately 700 meters in Volchansk area. They have been also advancing in Veliki Barluk forestry. Lipsty has witnessed no changes since long. Now coming to Sumy, they have advanced 900 meters and also fierce battle going on in Krasnopilia forest areas. While there is no hope of any immediate ceasefire between the two countries, the former German Chancellor Schroeder has visited Moscow. The outcome is still not known. Coming to Middle East, Hezbollah has officially rejected the so-called truce or ceasefire between Lebanon and Israel. It says that this is nothing to do with Hezbollah, and Hezbollah in any case, like Hamas, not going to surrender their arms. Of course, we agree that will be suicidal. In Iran, there has been some development. The Iranian state or armed forces have signed a contract with Russian Federation for 12 Sukhois 30 SM-2 multi-role fighter, and they are likely to be delivered in mid-2027 or maximum by the end of 2027, that is next year. Little bit on Sudan, the Blue Nile River region. The Sudanese armed forces have advanced in Barka area, throwing out the SPLM and RSF forces, which is 25 km northwest of Nurmuk. Mali seems to be silent, quiet, because the Russian armed forces, along with the Malian state government forces, have thrown out the terrorists from the most part of the areas which the latter had occupied. In the meantime, the Venezuelan acting president Delcy Rodriguez is in India from 3rd to 7th June. She took over as the president of Venezuela after Nicolas Maduro was arrested or kidnapped by the American imperialism on 5th Jan this year. And now India is already importing close to 427,000 barrels per day oil. The main purpose must be to uphold and integrate India further into American imperialist network, keeping it further and further away from Russian and Iranian network, I would say. So-called India's independent foreign policy has been marginalized badly, be it local, with the neighbors and otherwise. Well, today all the relations of all the countries globally are based for trade and commerce, for the money, for the world market, and nothing to do as far as people are concerned or people's democracy. And that's end for the day, friends. See you tomorrow.